Hey everybody, we are live here on Facebook and we're live here on Instagram simultaneously here to answer your burning health questions. So if you guys have any questions about functional medicine, about health, about wellness, intermittent fasting, hormone, anything you want to ask me about health and wellness, you can ask me in the comment section below, either on Facebook or on Instagram, because we're live on both here for people that are joining me over on Instagram. I see you guys. What's up? All right, so for people that don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Will Cole. I am a functional medicine practitioner. I see patients around the world via our virtual functional medicine practice, via webcam consultations, and I am the author of Ketotarian, which is my first book. It's a mostly plant-based ketogenic way of eating, and with vegan keto, vegetarian keto, and pescatarian keto options. And I'm also the author of the book. I'm also the author of my second book, The Inflammation Spectrum, that is coming out in just a few days. It's on pre-order now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Indie Books, like everywhere that you get books. It's on pre-order now. And during this pre-order stage, which is only lasting a couple more days, where you get an instant download of the first chapter of the book. You can read that now when you pre-order it, and also the quiz in the book is free on the website at drwillcole.com. That's drwillcole.com, and we'll put that in the comment section below on Facebook because there's no live links on Instagram there. Yes, Diana Stowell asked on Facebook, will it be on Audible? Yes, I actually recorded the whole audiobook. I recorded that for everybody on Audible, and that's on pre-order too, on Amazon as well. The audiobook, the Kindle, all and the hardback book. The other thing I wanted to say is when you take the inflammation spectrum quiz on the website, right now you get an instant download of an Elixir recipe guide that you can use based on your quiz score. And the quiz is in the book, but I wanted to give people an electronic version to take it. If they didn't want to get the book, they could take it early and get some extra content for pre-ordering the book as well if they wanted to get the instant downloads for that. All right, cool. So I'm going to get to your questions. So think of any questions you have for me, guys, whether you are on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll try to get to as many as possible. There are more people on Instagram, it seems like, at this point. The second thing I want to talk about is our online group class. The online group classes we're holding once a month. Thanks for the hearts over on Instagram. You guys are being really kind to me. So my day job is consulting patients one-on-one. So I see patients around the world. We're typically doing private consultations about and looking at autoimmune issues, hormone issues, inflammatory issues, neurological, like anxiety, depression, fatigue, brain fog. These are people I have a passion for and a heart for, and helping to improve their health and giving them a functional medicine perspective on what they're going through. But once a month, we recently launched the online functional medicine group class. So we're holding it once a month. We're not replacing it with one-on-one. We're still doing all the one-on-one consultations. I know it's a question that some of you guys had online. My day-to-day practice is still the same, but once a month we're holding these online group classes to reach more people. Basically, we are able to talk to 100 people at once in a class that would otherwise take us over 100 hours for these people all being one-on-one. But we're able to look at the labs in a group setting, all patient privacy, HIPAA compliant. You cannot see other people's health information. And we're drop shipping you the labs that you need. We are coordinating the labs in your local city or town. We're getting the labs prior to the online group class. We will write a report and an action plan based on your labs. So during the online group class, I'm able to go and say, okay, if this number is high on your lab, it means this. If it's low, it means this. And if this lab is high, it means this. If it's low, it means this. And go through the labs to equip you and to educate you on your labs, on your health, on your biochemistry. So that informs you, it empowers you to take actions on your health and understanding these root causes of maybe why people are going through different health issues depending on what it is, and then we'll give you action plans based on that. So it enables us to lower our overhead, the online group class does, to make functional medicine more accessible and more affordable to people around the world. So I'm very passionate about that, and I'm really excited that we launched that. So you can check that out at drwillcole.com. Just go to the consultation tab and check out the information there. And we offer a free webcam or phone health evaluation for people who are interested in finding more about that. All right. So second thing I wanted to do is read from the book. Because the book, The Inflammation Spectrum, is on pre-order now, I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of the book itself and read a little bit from it. So there are 8 chapters in the book, and you'll understand why when you get the book. But there's a lot of stuff in here. But I wanted to read a little segment of it for you guys today. And then get your questions ready, because I know some of you guys are asking on Instagram, but I'll get through as many as possible here. All right. I need to read this page here. All right. All right. This is this section in the first chapter called The Age of Inflammation. Discovering your unique diet is important for optimizing health, but there is an even more important reason to intervene into the dietary and lifestyle habits that don't serve you. There is a storm brewing. Clouds are gathering on the horizon, and they're coming our way. It is a storm of inflammation. Signs are already upon us. A shocking 60% of American adults have a chronic disease, and 40% have 2 or more chronic diseases. Today, someone will have a heart attack every 40 seconds. Cancer is the second leading cause of death worldwide. 50 million Americans have an autoimmune disease, and almost half of the population of the United States has either prediabetes or diabetes. Brain health problems are also on the rise. Around 20% of adults have a diagnosable mental disorder. Depression is now the leading cause of disability around the world. Around 1 in 5 American children ages 3 to 17, about 15 million kids, have a diagnosable mental, emotional, or behavioral disorder. Serious depression is worsening, especially among teens, with the suicide rate among teen girls reaching a 40-year high. Anxiety impacts more than 40 million Americans, and Alzheimer's disease is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. Since 1979, deaths due to brain disease have increased by 66% in men and a whopping 92% in women. 1 in 59 children are now on the autism spectrum. Why is this happening? There is one underlying commonality between all of these different health problems, one link that binds the atrocities. Every single one of these health problems is inflammatory in nature. Sadly, this is the age of inflammation. All right, that's a little excerpt there, sobering statistics, but what I get to in the book is how to start moving your health in a positive direction, no matter where you're at on the inflammation spectrum, to start to calm inflammation. So I'm really excited for people to read it. It's the duality of this. It's sobering and sad to hear the health statistics, but there's so much you can do in most cases to improve your health. And I talk about the food ways and the non-food lifestyle ways to start to reclaiming your health and finding out what your body loves and hates in all levels of wellness. All right, guys, super pumped for you to check that out. All right, so I'm going to get through your questions right now, if you don't mind. Someone asked here on Instagram, Michaela Clarice asked on Instagram, what is the difference about the labs you do than something like Viome? So Viome is a direct-to-consumer microbiome test, Michaela, as you know, but for people that don't know. But it's enabling us to look at some aspects of the landscape of someone's microbiome, all the good bacteria, any dysbiosis, any overgrowth, or imbalances of the microbiome. So Viome definitely gives good data, and it's a great direct-to-consumer lab. In functional medicine, we're not just looking at microbiome health. That is one component, and certainly I look at it, but it is only one component. So we look at a lot of different factors based on someone's comprehensive health history. So as a functional medicine practitioner, I can have a consult with you online, or so wherever you're at in the world, to kind of look at what labs are the most relevant for you. So not just looking at microbiome health, but looking at hormone health, looking at inflammatory issues, looking at nutrient deficiencies, looking at toxicity, looking at chronic viral infections, looking at other chronic infections, looking at all the nuanced pieces of the puzzle. So the microbiome is one piece of the puzzle, but it's not the only piece of the puzzle when it comes to someone's health. So hopefully that answers your question. Then we have another question here. What Joyce Smart 4807 on Instagram asks, what is a good electrolyte, please? Well, the way I advocate it, both in the inflammation spectrum and Ketotarian, my first book, and to patients for that matter, is to primarily get your electrolytes through foods. So electrolytes are different nutrients, minerals that help our brain and our heart and our immune system run properly. So sodium, magnesium, potassium, calcium, these are electrolytes. And you get those from different foods, different vegetables, different nuts and seeds, different things like avocados have various amounts of sodium, magnesium, potassium, calcium. These electrolytes that we need for a healthy heart, a healthy brain, healthy hormones, and healthy immune system. So get it from food. If you're looking about a supplement wise, I have no like financial connection to these people, but they're really good products. They have these fasting drops, and I only have them here because I'm fasting. I fast most days. So the fasting drops, this is from Keto Chow, but sorry, I dropped it. But I met these people in Toronto at a conference when I was speaking, and it's basically high concentrated salt water with different minerals in it. So it's a good way if you want it in addition for food. Like if you're fasting, this would be a good option because you wouldn't be able to get those food medicines with those various amounts of electrolytes in it. Something that I talk about in the inflammation spectrum in the hormone chapter and in the electrolyte section of the book is something called Sole water, which is like a high concentrated salt water that you can kind of make your own if you want to do that, which is very simple. And the recipe is in the inflammation spectrum to help balance your electrolytes. So good question. All right. Someone asked, just said type 1 diabetes. I don't know if you want me to talk about type 1 diabetes, but it is an autoimmune condition. It's something we talk about in the book. It's one of my top patient base of people with autoimmune conditions. So it's definitely, I don't know what your question was per se, but I'll go through these questions here. Someone said thank you. All right. Most of you guys are just saying hi to me. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys, all the information was good and you guys enjoyed it today. I'll be joining on Facebook and Instagram Live throughout this week to answer any questions you guys have, so get your questions ready. And again, just to recap, you can go to drwillcole.com and go to the books and then go to Inflammation Spectrum if you want to get the instant download of the first chapter, and also the Elixir guide based on your quiz score. You can take the quiz for free too. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you next time.